Al Michaels, AI Al, artificial intelligence voice will be used for highlights every day of the upcoming Olympics on Peacock. And look, does the fact that PFT Live is on Peacock and Peacock is part of NBC and PFT is part of NBC, did that make me more likely to write about it? Yeah. But still, I think it's significant. One of the most recognizable voices in all of broadcasting, who's been tied to the NFL for decades. He is the first prominent person, and he's extremely prominent, to lend his voice for AI purposes to the generation of narration that is going to accompany highlights that are curated probably by AI as well of each day of the Olympics. And I was on The Score earlier today in Chicago, and they raised a hell of a question. Now I'm going to put this on Twitter. Would you watch an alternate broadcast of an NFL game that had AI, Pat Summerall, and John Madden? I would. I sure would. Especially if it worked, especially if it was good. Especially if they were able to harness that voice and couple it with real-time generation of calls of the game and analysis of the game that would seem like it was actually coming from Pat Summerall and John Madden. And I don't know how close AI is to doing that, but you kind of get the feeling we're not that far away from it. I mean, every technological advancement we've ever seen keeps getting better and better and better over time. The AI will get better and better and better over time. So you tune in Monday Night Football, you've got Aikman and Buck, you've got the Manning cast, and you've got Summerall and Madden AI. As much as I don't like the concept of AI rendering jobs performed by human beings obsolete, I mean, hell, I spend a lot of time generating fiction as I try to craft this other hobby to supplement the thing that was a hobby that became my full-time job. And I've written 8 manuscripts over the last 4 years. AI could probably write 8 manuscripts in 8 blinks of an eye. Remember the episode of The Office where Dwight was going against the computer, trying to sell more paper than the computer, and Jim was taunting Dwight as the computer about all the things that the computer was able to do while Dwight was selling a ream of paper. So part of the challenge is going to be to get people to adapt. And I see AI more and more places now. They're using some clunky version of it on X that is curating whatever the top stories are, whatever would be trending is turned into a little mini article. It's going to pop up in more and more places. Its success will depend upon whether to what extent the humans consume it. Because the one thing AI can't do is consume itself, although maybe that is coming as well. I don't know. AI eventually is going to do everything, and the humans are just going to sit around in their pajamas all day, eating ice cream and consuming the products of AI. AI TV scripts performed by AI actors with AI animation, AI movies, AI music. How much are we going to embrace it? Well, if you give me Pat Summerall and John Madden, maybe I will. And it makes me wonder what the equivalents would be in other fields that would get someone to say, I really don't like AI, but you got AI Bruce Springsteen. There was an AI George Carlin routine that was available a few months ago, and it got shut down with legal threats and whatnot, but I was listening to it. It sounded pretty damn real, and it was pretty good, and it was new content. How about AI Seinfeld episodes that would take into account all the things that have changed in the years since Seinfeld went off the air? That'd be pretty good. And I guess what they could do is use AI to generate, almost like what the NFL does with the schedule. You generate a bunch of different options and you wade through them. The humans wade through the product of the AI and decide, we'll use this, we'll use this, we'll use this, we'll use this. We'll not use that, we'll not use that, we'll not use that, we'll not use that. But again, back to my point, with Summerall and Madden, I'd be interested. And then it would become strange because, all right, I'm watching the Summerall and Madden version of all these games. What happens when the people like me who were into Summerall and Madden when they were younger, we die? If everyone's listening to AI generated voices of people who called the games from their youth, who becomes the next human voice that people will want to hear deeper into the future? Or will it just be the next generation gets hooked on AI Summerall and Madden, and it's just AI Summerall and Madden indefinitely, and their families being compensated as they should be for the use of those voices? But still, it's not going to cost nearly as much. Whatever it costs, it ain't going to cost $37.5 million a year like Tom Brady does. They have Tom Brady AI for years to come. So anyway, I am not a fan of the technology. I don't like what it could potentially do to the humans that created it and the humans that didn't. But give me Pat Summerall and John Madden on a call, I don't know. And I assume that, it would be sufficiently detailed and specific that it won't be like when you used to play the old Madden game and it was pull string catchphrases. He'll fill that in the morning. He'll fill that one in the morning, whatever that was. There were just like 4 or 5 lines. It would be specific and it'd be tailored to whatever is happening on the field at that moment. Anyway, we'll see how people react to the Michaels A.I. I've seen some reaction on Twitter. Of course, Twitter isn't the most reliable device to determine what the public mood is on anything, because Twitter is like Mikey in the old Life cereal commercial. He won't eat it. He hates everything. Hey, Mikey, he likes it. If there's ever something X likes, then I think we know that that must be a good thing. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.